Day with the Shepherd School, and I'm here with Terry Hassler from Dave's Pawn Shop, Rockin' Guns. And as you can see, we've got some pretty cool suppressors and stuff here. And I'm not an expert at this at all, but Terry's a gunsmith, been a gunsmith for decades, I guess, and sells a lot of these. So I wanted him to come and talk a little bit about how to get suppressors and some of the misconceptions. So could you tell us a little bit about the law and how we go about getting one of these things?
Absolutely. We're fortunate in Tennessee, if you're watching from Tennessee, that it's not usually too bad. There's Tennessee and 36 other states that suppressors and legal registered machine guns are legal in. Essentially what you do is you'll go into a Class 3 dealer, which there's an SOT, Special Occupations Tax holder. It's what you always hear, Class 3. That's a Class 3 is the type of license it is. As an individual, you'd fill out Form 4, which is ATF Form 4. Your CLEO, or Chief Law Enforcement Officer of your town, sheriff, a chief, will sign the back of that form. You do 2 NFA fingerprint cards. They're the FBI NFA branch cards. A lot of times your dealer will be qualified to do those, or you may have to go to a fingerprint office or somewhere and have those done. You do 2 passport photos and a certificate of compliance. All this in duplicate. Everything you do in 2s. Make sure and do 2s. Everything. Usually your gun dealer will handle the sending that paperwork off for you. They send that in to the ATF. Runs different times. We've got them back as quick as 2 months, and they'll run between 2 and 6. This time of year, usually through Christmas and through the first part of the year, they run a little behind. Our Form 4s, once they get approved, you get your SOT stamp on there, which is a $200 tax that you will send in with your forms. Once that's approved, you can come in and pick up your registered machine gun or your suppressor, and you're ready to go. Just keep the copy of that Form 4 with your SOT stamp with it at all times. We make people a little copy to keep in their wallet, laminate it. As long as you have that, doesn't matter. You can go to range with it if they allow them, and shoot out your back door with them, whatever. So.
We're about to try that on the range here in a second. So it's the cost of the suppressor plus $200, fingerprints, and passport photos, right? So you've got several suppressors here. How much do they generally run, or what's a good range?
You will start usually with a 22 suppressor around the $200 range. This is a Silencer Co. Sparrow. This one's $499, I think, retail. This is a long-range tactical. These guys are out of Tennessee, actually, in Andersonville. This one runs about $225, something like that. And then you get up into larger caliber suppressors, something like this one. This is the Osprey. That's the one that you see on the Sink or Swim episode of Mythbusters. They tested in their Hollywood thing. This is about a 30 decibel reduction. This one runs $849. Gosh, there's so many companies now making them. It's kind of the big hot thing. They had a big section at the SHOT Show. Thousands of square feet just dedicated to suppressor companies. But so you can get a good suppressor for larger bore gun for $400 or $500.
So 4 or 5 plus 2. So about the cost of your pistol, you can get a suppressor.
Yeah, and you're getting a good suppressor for that money. I mean, you're getting a good quality, suppressor. A lot of the internals are Inconel, titanium. They'll handle. Of course, they have to handle high heat, And we were talking earlier about full auto rating, against. Usually a lighter suppressor may be 60-61 or 70-75 type, or aluminum baffles, or even a monocore that they put inside here. That's usually not full auto rated. It'll take titanium or Inconel to handle the heat of a full auto, something like a.
So the difference between a full auto rated suppressor and a regular semi-auto rated suppressor is the material in it to handle the heat better.
Yes.
So I guess if you had a choice, the full auto might last a little bit longer?
As a general rule, yes, they will, just because they're higher quality metal, in them.
So I guess a lot of people think that they're silencers and you can't hear anything when they shoot. So I guess we can go show it on the range and test it out a little bit, see what they sound like.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Let's do that.
Okay, so we're out here on the range. Tell us a little bit about what we've got here.
Well, what we're going to try to do is, this is a Walther P22, of course, no suppressor on it. That'll give us a control, to here. And then we'll go to the SR22 Ruger with subsonic loads. We'll talk about that real quick. We'll shoot the Osprey. And this is an Osprey 45 on an FN 45. So you can get the difference in, the 45 cal next to a 9mm. Okay. Both big bore suppressors. A little harder to suppress than the 22. So that way we'll get a good feel of everything.
And these are all subsonic rounds? These
are all subsonic rounds, even through, a lot of people will come in my shop and buy subsonic rounds thinking, okay, when I go squirrel hunting, this is going to be a whole lot quieter. And that's not what it's for. Subsonic, really is, it's lower than the speed of sound. It's not going to have that ballistic crack.
Okay.
So
sonic boom.
Yes. If you don't produce a sonic boom, you can quieten it at the gun. Now, what you're going to do is, if you shoot Winchester Super X high velocity in this, you're still going to kill that. You're going to suppress the sound at the gun, but out here, 15, 20 feet, you're going to get the ballistic crack, the sonic boom. So it'll be click, whoosh,
So if you shoot this with subsonic, it's a lot quieter. If you shoot it with supersonic, faster than the speed of sound, you might not know where it came from, but you'll hear the crack of the gunshot.
Exactly, the same as you would a 308 sniper rifle.
Okay.
The sniper wants to stay hidden. They won't know where it's coming from, but they'll hear it.
Good thing to know. All right, so we're going to try to shoot at a target?
Yeah, if you want to shoot our control, I'm going to let you try these out.
Awesome.
And we're going for the control. So.
All right. Glock 9mm with the Osprey.
A little more of a thump.
Yeah, you tell a difference. I tell you though, it's a different feeling.
Yeah.
This is a 45 caliber ACP. What is this, an FN?
Yeah. 230 grain subsonic.
I don't know, that's pretty nice shooting.
Yeah. That's actually some good shooting, Dave.
Tell me a little bit about how does these, we're putting this stuff on the end of our barrel. How does that affect our accuracy? Do we know?
I would say 80 to 90% of what you'd read online or and even some of the stuff that comes with these will say it's going to adversely affect your accuracy because of what you're actually doing to the projectile. Normally when you shoot, you've got your muzzle blast. They've accounted for that when they've produced this weapon, when they've produced the ammunition, and you're changing all that. All the muzzle flash is gone, so it's all concentrated in that suppressor. But what I've seen, I have a 308 that is 0 point of impact change from the suppressor to non-suppressed. Some you'll see a little bit of difference in, some you won't. But is it going to make you not hit the target? No.
Yeah, it didn't. I had a positive experience shooting. I think I liked it better with the suppressor. And not just for the cool factor either, but it felt to me like the recoil impulse changed a little bit. Is that just me, or is...
No, it does. It'll take out a lot of the felt recoil. Yes.
Awesome.
Not only adding weight to the gun, but just what it's doing to the blowback. All the gases coming out, it stops it. At least it's trying to.
Well, I'm definitely going to have to go to Rockin' Guns out in Crossville or Cookville's the best place to go.
Crossville.
Crossville.
Yeah, we're not a Class 3 dealer in Cookville yet, but so we'll have all of our stock in the Crossville store.
I like the big one, but I think I want to get one for my Walter.
We'll go right you up.
All right. So I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Until next time, you catch us online at www.tngun.com or
rockandguns.com.